I feel like absolute bullshit. I've been sick all day. Been sick all yesterday. I feel like my throat's been raped with spikes. Like someone's just taken a brush or like a handle or something like a steak with spikes, stuck it down my throat and just scratched the back of it. I know I should be in bed right now, but I figured I'd check on the computer at some point today. Um, First off, for the box I did yesterday, the 2009 SP Signature, it really was a $30 kick to the balls. Because my hit only books for $6. I checked it out on checkoutmycards.com, and I think it's not even selling for like a third of it. So draw your conclusions. Whatever. This is sort of, I guess, a rant and other stuff. First of all, congratulations to the Saints and Colts for making it 13-0. Yeah, let me show you. It's that guy. And let's see if I got a Drew Brees base. I don't have a Drew Brees base, I don't think, but I have a Pierre Thomas. So, and if anything, I can use the Thomas. I have a Colston also. I don't have a Drew Brees base in here, but I will use the guy that's been the hero for the team lately. That guy's team and that guy's team are both 13-0. It says the Panthers lost to the Patriots today. Pretty much, I guess, because of late in the game when the Panthers had a chance to get the ball back. Everett Brown committed possibly the stupidest penalty he ever could have committed. He roughed the punter. It cost us the game, so whatever. I don't give a shit anymore. I think John Fox is just gonna get fucking. John Fox is gonna get fucking banned, I think. Or not banned. Why did I just say banned? John Fox, I have a feeling, is gonna get fucking fired. Unless his team runs the table, which I know they're not gonna beat the Saints, so. Okay, I didn't know what that was. Stick a fork in John Fox. I have a feeling we're not gonna have John Fox next season. Also, I have a feeling Jake Delhomme's gonna get sent out. But that's going to be much less likely considering we just signed him to a contract extension, so like this year before the season started, so whatever. I'm now cheering for the Saints and Colts to go 16-0 in the regular season. Sean Payton has already made it clear that he wants to go 16-0. Whether or not the Colts want to is debatable. Because the Colts have already locked up home field advantage throughout the postseason. The Saints are trying to do that. They've locked up a first-round bye. But anyway, I'm wanting, both teams to go 16-0 and both teams to clash in the playoffs or clash in the Super Bowl with both teams going in undefeated. That would just be the most fucking epic thing ever. It really would. There's a slight possibility it won't happen because the toughest game for the Saints is Saturday night. They're going up against the Cowboys. That's the Saints' toughest game left on their schedule. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Also, a little bit of a rant. One of my friends on Xbox, or one of my friends has a PS3. He doesn't have a 360. I have nothing against PS3. I just think it's way too expensive, and there's not a lot of marquee titles. But that's not to say I'm a Sony hater. Heck, I've got a PSP and a PS2, and I have tons of PS1 games. So that does not fucking mean I'm a Sony hater. I just don't like the PS3 the way it's come out. Maybe in a year or two I'll change my mind, or maybe tomorrow I'll go out and buy a PS3, or maybe when I get all my Christmas money I might just buy a PS3. Who knows? I just don't think it's worth it right now. Anywho, again, I apologize for my lack of enthusiasm. I am still sick, so you're gonna have to bear with me. And anyway, one of my online friends apparently got banned from PSN by Infinity Ward for playing Modern Warfare 2. He got banned from PSN for a week. Supposedly, I'm not sure if this went through, for I guess accidentally or purposefully, using a glitch in the game online. I have one thing to say to that. What the fuck? Okay? Seriously? What the fuck? It's in your fucking game, okay? If I found a glitch in your game, granted it might be a little bit wrong to use, but who's to say that he used it on purpose? Can't fucking prove that. Who's to say he used this fucking glitch on purpose? Plus, you put it in the goddamn game. You should have fixed it before anybody would have used it. It doesn't make sense to me that you put a glitch in your game and you keep, like, you ban someone from PSN, which you don't even have the authority to do that. Sony has the authority. You don't. You don't have the authority to ban someone from PSN. You can ban, like, just from the entire PSN. You can ban someone from your online servers and not even have to come in contact with Sony. But the second you step in and say, we're going to ban this user from PSN entirely, that crosses the line. Because you're supposed to control your server and your server only. Okay? It's like, let's say, this is a true example. Back when I was with Shade Tree Racing TeamSpeak, which is now ECR. Somebody, what the ground rules were, was if something happened in another person's TeamSpeak involving a Shade Tree user, that Shade Tree user could not get in trouble for it at Shade Tree. If it happened in Shade Tree and another user from another TeamSpeak came over to Shade Tree Racing, that's when someone could get in trouble for it. This is the same deal here. If someone gets in trouble with PSN, with Sony, PSN, or Sony can do something about it. They can ban the user completely from PSN. It's like with 360. If someone does something, like if someone brings a modified Xbox 360 on the Xbox Live, or someone exploits game achievements. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, look up game achievement exploits or whatever. Like, go on the, like, it was in an Xbox, official Xbox magazine issue, I think a year or two ago about it. I'll probably post a link in the sidebar to it, which is that way. Not that way, I pointed the wrong way. Probably not, though, but you guys can look it up. If you do something that intentionally exploits something in a game, or you bring a modified Xbox 360 online, or whatever, then Microsoft can ban you for it. Or Microsoft can do something about it. Same thing here. Sony can do something about it if PSN, or if you do something wrong that relates to PSN as a whole, not a specific game. Like if you, I don't know, do something to exploit, like, trophies. Getting trophies without even doing anything to earn those trophies. Except exploiting the game and exploiting some sort of, I don't know, something to get those trophies unlocked without even doing anything. But what Infinity Ward is doing here, they're basically saying, okay, you screwed up, you did something wrong in our game, so we're going to ban you from PSN entirely. We're not just going to ban you from our server. No, we're going to ban you from PSN entirely. That doesn't fucking make sense. It's just your game. Now, granted, if Sony found out about this, and if the user maybe had a past history of doing this, like say this user was a known exploiter in other games, then suppose that, you know, Sony, or they would get banned from PSN, but Sony would do something about it, not Infinity Ward. Infinity Ward does not have the fucking power for this. They don't. They don't have the fucking power for this. This is bullshit. It's like saying, okay, you broke a law in a state, so now we're going to export you out of the entire country. Or something like that. That's probably the worst example I could use. But you got my point. Infinity Ward does not have the authority to do this. It's just unfucking acceptable. So that's it. Stay tuned for rants about cheese and about nothing.